Hey, or is it going to work? Hey, you might be expecting to see Carl. This is Andrew. I'm the marketing guy here. So that's Carl there. Look, I can squash his head. Look, squashing your head. I've got some questions to ask him, and we haven't done videos like this before. Normally, we just let Carl get on with it by himself, but I want to get involved with this one and have some fun. Squishing your head. I'm going to ask some candid questions before it starts to rain properly. So, Carl,
Andrew,
hello.
hello.
What inspired you to start Woodfarm Barns in the first place?
To retire in
Don't
5
tell me,
years.
tell them.
Oh yeah, sorry. To retire in 5 years. I just wanted to retire quickly. That didn't go well.
So, how long ago was that?
16 years ago.
Yeah, well done. Okay, so was that your real reason?
No, no. My real reason was a kind of a dislike of the way customer services were done because people just don't do it very well. And I wanted to kind of give somewhere where people could come and stay, enjoy themselves, and go home feeling refreshed, but recommend us and come back again. So to kind of give a holistic experience of just a genuinely nice, relaxing Suffolk stay.
So before Wood Farm, you had done a little bit of holiday lettings. Before then, you'd had kind of a whole career, or at least been in a very customer centric career before. What was that?
Yeah, I had a very corporate career, predominantly in recruitment,
People.
people, but it's always been customer services, and I've always kind of had this real room 101 thing about customer service being done badly.
So when you look at Wood Farm and how you started it, did you start it to make sure it was very different to other holiday businesses?
100%, yeah. So I didn't start it and kind of think, right, I'm going to start it and I'm going to have this many barns and each one's going to make this amount of money or anything like that. There was
It
nothing.
wasn't a spreadsheet business
It
then.
was not a spreadsheet because I'm crap at spreadsheets. It was not a spreadsheet business. My entire philosophy, and I've said this repeatedly, was just about making sure that I created somewhere where people could come and stay, thoroughly enjoy it, and leave with the express intention of coming back and telling people about it. And I just knew if I did that enough, I'd make money.
Was that as easy as it sounds?
No,
No.
no, it was easy in as much as I knew what I wanted to do and I knew kind of how to do that. So that part of it was easy, but it was a long, hard slog before the I actually started making any money bit.
Okay, so now, all these years later, 16 years later?
16 years.
16 years later, are you still differentiating the same way, or have you found new ways to kind of set yourself apart from other businesses?
Um, we found new ways as we've gone along because we've tweaked it as we've gone along, but it's still the same principle. It's still exactly the same principle. Today is a Tuesday. I had to think then. But yesterday I showed guests in, and I always do the same thing, asking them what what they're doing during their stay and what they're hoping to get out of it, and but just letting them know that nothing's too much trouble.
What's the best answer you've had when you ask that? Has anyone ever told you something? As you're walking away, you're thinking, I have not heard that before.
Yes, but it begins with F and it ends in all. Somebody literally just did say that to me once.
Admirable.
And I was like, okay, I understand what you mean.
I'll get out of your way.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so you've expanded into Tuscany as well
Mm.
now. Actually, it's probably been 2 or 3 years since the Tuscan part has opened, is it?
7?
What? Since it opened, or since you bought it?
No, since I bought it, yeah.
Then what happened?
But then what happened? Oh, I don't know if you heard of this thing called COVID.
Oh, like crows, corvids.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, so we had this
Little
pandemic.
Avery joke there for you.
I bought it in 2018, and and I had postcards produced coming summer 2020. That didn't happen.
Well, something was coming, just not that.
Something was coming that weirdly went from China to Italy. But anyway, so that got in the way for 3 years. But it was, we've been open now for a year and a half over in Tuscany, and touch wood, that's going well.
Now, I think I know the answer to this, Carl, but what's the favourite part about running the business? Was it
Uh,
the fact you were able to retire 12 years ago?
yeah, that one. The fact that I do nothing all day. Genuinely, my favourite bit of it is feedback, is positive feedback. It's the well in excess of 1,000 5-star reviews we've got on I sound like a robot when I say this, but I've just said it so many times on TripAdvisor, Facebook, and Google.
Like,
But
subscribe.
like and subscribe. But it is genuinely when I get feedback, and also what I get now, I get a lot of emails. I had one yesterday that basically said it was just somebody, they've not stayed yet, but they liked the way that I responded to their inquiry, like the whole package that we do. And it was just when you know that somebody acknowledges that you're doing customer service properly, then that's still what I get the buzz out of.
So apart from the fact you lived here, what made you choose Suffolk? Do you think wood farm would work in other places?
Yes, I do think it would, but I do love Suffolk. I'm from Essex originally.
That's why you love Suffolk.
You can tell by the accent, I like geezer. Um, but yeah, I love Suffolk, and genuinely, there are so many amazing places here. And yes, it could work all over the place, but I've chosen Suffolk, so that's why I spend my time selling Suffolk and the idea of coming here.
So you've always wanted to differentiate yourself from
Hmm,
the rest of the holiday industry,
yeah,
not just in Suffolk but everywhere.
yeah.
And you've separated yourself quite clearly from the Club 1830 type holidays.
A little bit.
No, in seriousness, because there are other holiday cottage businesses, even relatively local to us here in Suffolk. What do you think now, 16 years after you started, you're still doing very differently to other places?
I think one of the biggest things is we are about to hit a milestone of 1,000 blog posts. Nobody has got that. We have more blog posts than Airbnb and Booking.com and tourist boards, etc., etc. There are people out there that have got lots of content, but it's all just AI stuff. But what we've got is just about to hit 1,000 blog posts, and that's great. I'm really proud of that because we've done such a great job of doing that. But what it really means to people is that they have more information than they could ever wish for to plan a holiday and to plan their next holiday and to, just things to do and stuff like that. So I think that's one way that we differentiate ourselves, definitely.
So I've been lucky enough to get to know Wood Farm over the last, I don't know how long we've worked together.
Too
A while, a while. I need to put my prices up. And what you see here as you look around is a scene of complete tranquility. Obviously, we're looking at the barns here. There's also the house and the barges and Tuscany. Complete tranquility. Nothing appears to be happening at all. But what I know for a fact is behind the scenes, there is an incredible amount of systems and detail, and the attention to detail is incredible. That must be a lot of work. What keeps you motivated after I keep saying so long, like you've been doing it for 70 years?
It's a quarter of my life I've been doing this. Yeah, it's true. Kind of behind the scenes, it's the old swan paddling like mad on, when you see the graceful thing, because this is a graceful thing, but we are fully booked and people are just chilling out. Um,
Yeah, that's worth pointing out. The, Wood Farm's at maximum capacity today. Look how crazy it is.
Um, but yeah, to answer the question, it's a team effort. It really is, and that's a cliche that people trot out. But I've got a brilliant team, and some of whom have been with me more than a decade, well in excess of a decade. And it is a team effort, and I just think that what I've managed to do, possibly by osmosis rather than beatings, but is just for people to kind of get the way that I like the business to operate and the standards that I like to operate by.
So, Carl, I know you are a musician and a
There's a
writer.
rumor.
So, how do you balance the creative part of your life with making sure everything kind of ticks along perfectly here? How do you balance the business and the creativity
Coffee.
and a crap load of really daft videos?
Yeah. Um, I spend an awful lot of my time, my day tends to start with coffee and creativity. So I will just sit at my laptop early in the morning before the world wakes up and just brain dump. And that's when I work on the creative side of things. So I think that's then, before then, the day kind of starts happening.
So long before anyone's up here, especially the people doing F all, as you mentioned.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just find time. The other thing I don't do is sit and doom scroll on Facebook and YouTube, and I don't have a television. So I tend to spend my time just doing creative stuff.
Okay, so just behind where the camera is the. I don't like to call it a car park because that makes it sound like it's a.
It's where people park cars. Come up with a different name.
It makes it sound like it's like Asda car park or something. But there's a car park, and I tell you what, hold that a tick. I'm gonna grab the camera.
See what he's going to ask.
You hold that. I'm gonna grab the camera.
We're going on a journey.
So the reason I'm taking the camera off is this bit here. You see this arch. So this is the archway. When people park, they arrive here, and they walk through this archway, and then they turn around, and they see this. So this is the first scene anyone staying in the barn sees, is this. So I'm going to hand you the microphone, Carl, and I want you to tell me what emotions do you want people to feel when they walk through that arch and see where they're going to stay? What was your dream scenario? What would be going through their head?
The first thing I see, and this is genuinely the first thing I see, is I see shoulders drop. And I've said that over many, many years. It's a case of people arrive and they go, "Ah," and it's something that they've looked forward to. And we have spent a lot of time and effort tapping into really into the emotional side of it. So it's not about, "Oh, there's your holiday cottages, there's your keys, get on with it." It's about providing somewhere where they can really genuinely relax and switch off. And I think people also, when I see the shoulders drop, it's because they come away from their life, which, we've all got a life, it's all busy and all the rest of it. But it's when they arrive, it's just that expectation level. And when they get here, oh, it's real, it exists. And people tend to come in and say, "Oh, it's just like the photos," or "It's better than the photos." And that's my goal then achieved. And then have a quick chat with them, let them know that nothing's too much trouble, and then let them get on with it.
If anyone's watching this and they like the look of this and they want to come and stay at Woodfarm, what's the first step? What's the first thing they need to do?
Send me a bag of cash. I mean, have a look at the website, have a look at the accommodation, decide what you're looking for. If it's a couple's holiday, then Woodfarm Barns. If it's something with family or friends, then one of our barges. There's a big one and a small one. But the first thing to do is have a look at the website, all the accommodations on there, decide what you like the look of. Ultimately, there's a ton of information on there. There's loads, prices and availability, 1,000 blog posts, all the rest of it. But what you can do is pick up the telephone and give me a ring, because I'm quite happy to have a chat with you and talk through what it is you're looking for to see whether or not we got something to offer you.
We didn't really talk about how to wrap this up.
We didn't talk about any of it really. It was completely unplanned. So goodbye.